My goddaughter grew up while I was in prison, and my daughter as well. As happy as I was she was born, it just crushed me that not only am I not there to see her being born and be there in the delivery room to watch the labor, I'm locked down like a dog in a cage, and there's nothing I can do about it. And that hurt. The very first moment in solitary confinement was very fearful for me. You walk into this building and the lights are so dim you can barely see. Everything is so dark. You hear a lot of noise, a lot of people banging and yelling and screaming and kicking, and you have absolutely no idea why they're doing it until you get in the cell. It's best that you find yourself a regimen and you stick to it every single day. You wake up in the morning, you stick to the same plan. You wake up, you eat, you push up, you write, you read, and you stick to the same thing every day. You don't want to veer off from it, because if you do, it'll throw your whole program off. And then the next day, it'll be thrown off as well, because we don't have the ability to fend for ourselves in solitary confinement. My fortress of solitude was my bed. I would put my hand behind my head, stare at the ceiling where my pictures were, and I would focus on one picture at a time. And whatever picture I focused on at that time was the one that the fantasy began with, and it would go on and on. I would lose all sense of time and not realize how much time has lapsed while I'm daydreaming and in this fantasy world. And I could go into a dream, or what I thought maybe was reality, for 7-8 hours, and it would feel like 30-45 minutes. It's been times where the officers would knock and I would be in a corner where my shower's up, just sitting on the floor. And I didn't realize how I went from laying in my bed to sitting on the floor of the shower, and I'm seeing things from my past. I'm seeing people, and I just couldn't understand whether it was fake or was it real.
What we can do is this, okay? That one was clean, right? Yeah. That was a good cell. When we come back, I'm gonna put Huffer in this one. It'll be clean. I think I told him that we're gonna put him in 110. So
I just wanted to have some place to put him until we got
that's why I put him. So that'll work. Lewis.
I've heard someone talking to me. It was a man's voice, sounded a little older, a little raspy, and it was maybe a 5-6 minute conversation. He was telling me, you're never gonna be anybody. This is what you started from. This is what you're in like. This is who you are. And it messed me up a little bit. And I remember also one time, my grandmother, she passed away, and I heard her voice. And that was weird too, because the guards, they didn't want to open the cell door to pull me out because they were scared of what I might have done. But I was in the corner between my rec pen door and my shower, and I was just leaning against the wall, yelling. I was yelling because it was so vivid, it was so real to me that I didn't know if it was real or fake. After my release from prison, the majority of the things that have taken place in solitary confinement, it really stuck with me. But the one thing that I can point out the most is being able to interact with a lot of people at one time. It's very hard for me without feeling somewhat paranoid, or sometimes I feel like I'm having an anxiety attack. It was also hard for me to be around family and friends and share the same laughs and have good times, because I was so used to being down and not smiling and having to keep a straight face and be so serious all the time that it was hard for me to get back into the swing of that. Even as of this morning, when I took the train here, it was just like I couldn't sit down because I didn't want anybody standing in front of me. I don't like to have people in close proximity, like people to be at a certain distance from me. If I don't know you, and I'm more than likely I'm going to feel like you can reach out and just do anything to me. A lot of my aggression has stayed with me. I have most of it under control. However, from time to time, it does come out. The one thing I can say is that I've learned from solitary, whatever I feel, I can put it on paper and it'll work out on a positive note. You can't harbor all your negative feelings because it'll end up coming out at the wrong time. My name is Marcel Neil. I've been in solitary for 90 days, 6 months, 12 months, and 18 months. Twice while upstate and twice on Rikers Island.
Yo, hit that subscribe button, bro.
Hit that subscribe
Yo,
button.
hit them
Don't
buttons.
play
Hit all the
around.
bells. Hit all the bells,
Look,
B.
that's it.